Red Hat Pirates here with a mid-January market watch. The finals in Mexico have ended with Shanks winning it all. What kind of impact could that have on the market? Before we see, make sure you hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Alright, let's get down to business. So, first and foremost, we will check Shanks to see if he's had a recent spike and recent sales. So right now he looks just below 70 bucks. Let's see what sold after the boom. We got not a whole lot today. We got 4 today. Right after though, I mean, it's not doing bad. It's not doing bad. I would expect to see a slight rise in this. A slight rise in the cost. Like some of these are going to get bought. But right around 70 bucks, he's probably not going to move a whole lot even after that win. I would expect him to stay right around 70. We can take a look at the other Shanks cards really quickly. Mainly this. We'll check out the all. This one's around 27 right now. Let's check the sales. It's got more sales than the leader. It's actually got a little bit of sales. I mean, people are going to want to run these. Especially, I mean, they can get it for like $27 and they can bling out their deck a little bit. That's not terrible. I don't expect these to move that much either, to be honest, though. So if you want it, like, you can get it. I don't think it's going to go up or down, really. I think it's going to stay about where it's at. $20 for this, for the bin, seems pretty right. And then the Goldie is just a one of typically in the set if you're even running that tech. Some are opting out of it entirely. The wanted posters, these I think are still kind of cheap for what they are. I think these go for. I think they'll move up to about $100, at least $100. Like these are like more along the lines of like the gear. Like this is about where I expect to see these at. And this one would only be ran as like a one of in most sets and it's at 140. So like being that this would be a 4 of, I would expect this one to go up more. This one will go up, and then if Buggy actually gets some support and we ever see the promotional card, I'd expect this to go up. But we'll hit on the card that is going pretty crazy right now in the set, which is this one. We're seeing slight buyouts with some of these, especially this one. With that new leader, the blue-purple Luffy being a thing, we're seeing some rise in sales on these guys. So that guy shot up. I don't think anything too crazy happened in 09 even after, but we could see some rise in some Shank stuff, so just keep an eye on that. I mean, these are really affordable right now, so if you need your play sets of stuff and you're just looking for SRs, like now's the time to buy any of these. Get your play set of Sanji. We know another Sanji that just shot up. We'll be showing that. Get your bins. These are really cheap, guys. Get your Gum Giants while you can, too, because, yeah, this is like one of the most broken events in the game, and it's not going to go down in price. That is not going to fall. So get your SRs while you can out of that set. And then we can go to PRB really fast, take a quick gander through it. One of the biggest things is this Sanji was currently, it was being bought out, and there is so few of them. It's not even nothing crazy of a leader. Like, it's got a really good, like, base leader thing, and maybe at some point it does end up being broken, but it's just the pull rates, I believe, are so slim, and it just causing it to rise. Like, they're so slim. So yeah, it went from like a $70-ish card to now it's like 110 to 120. I don't think it's going to go down. The pulls are too hard to hit on it. And we also seen a jump in some of the Fishman stuff, but even cards like this are crazy. I think there's a Hody in here. See if he took a jump with the rest of the Fishman stuff. Not as big. I actually think this is one of the cool. Actually, yeah. This just hasn't caught up. I was like 20, but no, someone's going to get gooped. These are Japanese. So yeah, $45. This is taking up a massive leap, and it's still selling. So as you can see, it was like a $20, $25 card, and yeah, now the cheapest one you can get is $45. This is taking a massive leap. We see a lot of the Fishman stuff going, but we'll jump into two legends real quick. I told you guys last one that you should have been buying these while they were like, I think they were like $65 or $69 at the time. Now the cheapest one you can get is $81.35 plus $2 shipping, so almost $85. Almost $85, and that's still a great price. I would still be buying these if you can spare to buy these. I would still be buying these. This guy's got 111 still. This is going to go up even more, and I'll show you why. So obviously we got our Manga Rayleighs, this is a big time played card in red. Obviously it's a big part of Shanks. It is at 36. Let's see if it's had any sales. About $37 right now, and it's still selling like crazy, especially after a Shanks win. Like, and everybody, this is a place that you need 4 of typically, 3 to 4 in Shanks. Most people would say 4. So we have that. We have the All, and we have the Manga, right? Well, we also have the Bonnie in this set that is going crazy right now. It's going bananas because the Law. We got the new Law coming out. And then we also have this Luffy SP, which is currently being bought out as well. So we have multiple cards in this set that are just really expensive cards. And it's, at the moment, was cheaper just to go buy those $60 boxes and hit on, see what you hit on. Maybe you're hit on this, or a Rayleigh, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. $80 is still pretty cheap for this box, especially when you got a Rising Kalgara still. He's hit 27, I think. I think that's what it's showing. Yeah. So about $27 since our last one. Anything else crazy happening in this? We can take a quick peek at page 2 to see how our SRs are all doing. We got the Nami still. The Nami's still on the rise. We got about a $9 SR in this. That's really good. With how cheap the boxes are, you're getting your value back really, really well. You got Lin. This is just a base, just really strong purple card, and as you can see, it's on the rise. It's at $5 now. It is on the rise, and you see a ton of these are selling. These are selling like crazy. So yeah, if you're needing your SRs out of this, I would get your playsets now, as well as go ahead and get those boosters. Buy those up because it's just got good cards in it, from the Jack to the Kaido. To if Tony Chopper or any form of animal package becomes relevant again, we have this. It's got the Bonnie, like it's got good SRs in it. So yeah, I would definitely don't wait around on these, because these are going to continue to go up. And as you can see, we're still selling them every day. This guy bought 12. Like, these are selling like big time every day. Alright, let's hit into, we'll check 500 years really quick. How's this Onami doing? We know she had a spike. Yep, she's still got a pretty good spike going. I think she was a little higher, actually. Yeah, the cheapest was actually higher, so she came back to earth in terms of what the cheapest is available right now, even though the line shows up. The Boa leader. The Boa leader is going way up. And also, if you guys didn't know, there's that PSA thing. As long as you get signed up, I think before the end of this month, you get the Boa alt leader, and it looks really good. I actually like what it looks like better than this one, but this is a good card too. It's a good leader. How's Bonnie doing? It looks like a lot of our leaders are up. Yeah, our alt leaders are just rising at the moment. We got the Vegapunk. Vegapunk's looking like he's 40. Down a little bit since his peak, I believe, but I mean, this guy's not going to go down that much after that. Other than that, like, he's just a good leader. He's just a good leader. Is our Lucci headed back up? Nope, he is still dipping down. Kind of shocking a little bit considering he's starting to get a little bit of play again. Well, I can't really. He did drop off some, but as far as play wise, but then he kind of picked back up, is what I mean. He didn't really ever fall out. Let's check Rocket Luffy here. These ones are selling pretty well too. They're up 35. How are they selling on a daily? Nothing sold today. Nothing too crazy movement wise on this one, but we showed the special, and that one's really selling. This one I wouldn't worry about. It doesn't look like it's being bought out right this minute. We do have like the Sanji. The Sanji's going hard still. That's what, like, 07's a really good investment right now because it's just got so many good cards in it. From SR standpoints, we'll go through them real quick. Like Jinbei. Jinbei's an $11 card now. It's just, you had to have 4 of them in any Dofi deck, obviously, and Dofi's one of the strongest decks, and he's like almost 50% representation. So, yeah. So like buying a booster of this, like the SRs alone get you a lot of value because you got $10, $10, $10. Like, it's just, they're all $10 SRs, $10. I mean, this is just a great red card. It's not going anywhere, especially since Shanks won. It will go up, not down. So 10, 10, 10, and then we got another 10. So it's like almost no matter like which SR you pull, it's value. Then we even have, like, if for all the Foxy fans, like, the alt is super cheap. $7 alt. I'll probably end up buying my full play set of those because I don't even have mine. The Sabo secret, like, this is a cool art, and if it ever takes off, like, that's pretty cheap. I mean, we just saw another one. We see the Sanji that I'll show in a minute that just went to like what, $20 from like 3. These might be worth snagging. Just in case a black, you never know what's going to happen, and this is just really cheap. Really, really cheap. And then nothing too crazy on this portion once we get down to here. Alright, we'll take a look at, I guess we'll take a quick look at EB. I don't want to waste too much time here. Everybody knows this is just way up. Like, we got $53 bonds, $42 alt Shirahoshis. We'll skip past most of these. Brook is on his way back up since Lucci was getting some play again. Plus, he gets play in Smoker, and Smoker's pretty good. So he's back to about $28 as the cheapest one. Remember, he was up to almost like $35, I believe. So, but he is climbing back up. We got Laboon. Laboon peaked at 35 when everybody thought they were going to be playing Teach, and then he kind of dropped a little bit. I wouldn't, like, if you have these, I wouldn't like panic sell them or anything. He's going to go back up, especially as we get closer to 10 and Teach gets even more support. And the West kind of picks up on how to play him a bit better. So this card's going to go right back up, barring like any kind of crazy reprints or anything happens. We got Cavendish. Cavendish is even at $25. She will get play in the new law. And she's actually starting to see some sales. She had a little, like, a drought of sales and was still just at that high price. But yeah, if you're planning on playing Law, I mean, you might as well pick them up at this price. We haven't had any news on any form of reprints or anything like that. So if you're planning on playing the new Law, you're going to want the Cavendish. Shirahoshi's at 20 still. I think she was up a little bit more. Yeah, she was almost at 30. Just a really good card, base yellow card. I mean, Hannibal's went up a little bit as the leader. He's like at 13. He was like a $4 leader. Finger Pistol's a $6 card. Kingdom Come's a $4 card. I mean, all these rares. This set is insane. But we don't want to waste too much time on that. We're just going to go to Wings of the Captain. Which this set is on the rise even more now too, because we have the Sanji in it and we have some of the Fishman stuff in it. So the Zoro went up 27. Now even the Sanji is seeing that big rise with that blue-purple Luffy to 24. And this is just a great card. I've told you guys to buy this, I believe, in the last one when it was just super cheap. And it's just a cool art. But yeah, once that announcement came, these are selling like crazy, and they're still selling at this price, so they're not going to go down. These are not going down. If you want them and you need them still, you better just buy them if you if you have any plans of buying or playing that new leader. It's a secret too, so Gecko I think went up some. Yeah, slightly. He's around 25 to 26 right now. These are just some of these manga head like leader alts. Like, guys, if they're like $20 or below, just buy them. They're just worth buying because they're going to get some sort of support sooner or later, and they're always going to go up when they do that. Like we see Hody Jones, we know Arlong just got it. His ain't technically a manga head, but yeah. Let's go to 2. All right, we see the Hody Alti. The Hody Alt is selling really well, as we've seen the other ones at 40 from the PRB. This one will go up a little bit. The PRB one looks better in my opinion, but see, there's Hody. I think Hody's still technically kind of cheap. It's $15 right now for the cheapest one. How often are they selling? Are they really selling out like that? They're selling pretty good. They're selling decent for what it is. I still don't think this is the greatest leader ever, but some of the Fishman stuff is just, it's selling now. Let's see, we have the Kami. See, this has even gone up. This went from like a nothing burger card to an $11 card. It's like 230%. Like that's a pretty large increase. See, the Gecko, we're just going to go in order since we're already here. He's going back up now. He was down to like $2 at one point. Now he's back up to $5.25 is the cheapest. If you want verified, yeah, about $5.25. Pick those up while you still can. Like, it's always going to be a great black card. It's just always going to be there. We have the zero costs. Those are $5 now. The 10-drop Shanks. This card might see a slight boost with Shanks winning. He doesn't get... The thing is, the reason it may not go up much is because if it is ran in Shanks, it's only ran as like a one-of, but it's a really good tech to tech in versus Shanks, like with like Shanks versus Shanks mirror. But yeah, it's not ran of like a 4-of or anything like that, so it's typically just a one-of. Even pudding is $2. Let's see. Hody, even the regular SR is had a slight rise. It's only about $2, so you can still pick these up cheap if you don't have these and you don't have the complete like your full play set of them. Just get them. They're so cheap. Just grab them while you can still before they do see a bigger rise. Did we miss anything? Most of the Fishman cards up in general, Fishman cards in general are up. That was Hachin. I don't know about him. We'll go back to his. Nothing crazy on these guys, and I don't think Hachin's. I mean, they're like 3-cent cards. We'll go into Awakening really quick. Check out what we see here. I still really like that. $65. It's worth picking up. We see Anel shot up like crazy. Everybody knows that by now, but yeah, if you weren't one of the lucky ones that got him then, or one of the smart ones that bought him then, it's a little late now, but I don't think he's going back down. So if you're planning on running Anel, you might as well grab it. It's a good. I love this card. And if I'm only running a one-of copy, I would definitely just cop this. Like, it's down to $36. It's a cool looking card. It's a great art. I like the gold Gear 5 on it. It just looks good. It's yeah, see what I mean? Like, these all shoot up anytime like there's new announcements and stuff, and people don't know like, oh, maybe this would be good, maybe this would be good. You start seeing like all these manga head leaders and stuff just shoot up. That's why it's just worth having them, even if you don't plan on renting them. I mean, from a collector standpoint, just all the manga heads are just cool in general. Let's see, Rebecca's at 5. Another just good base black card. Like, if you don't have your playset, you might as well grab it at $5. You can't really go wrong with that. The secret Luffy's, I mean, it's just a good card, and it's really cheap. I like the Gear 5 version, but this card looks good too, if you're not looking to spend that much money. Anything else crazy in this set? Not that we're seeing. No, I think we're good there. We'll go through Kingdoms of Intrigue, see if anything's going crazy. We see the VV's still at 70-ish. The law. Let's see where Sabo. Yeah, Sabo fell some, so he's still at around $40. That was damaged, but he's still for that one. And then we see this one starting to go back. It's starting to creep back up again, back to 24, 25. I don't know that we'll see him go up a whole lot, but I mean, with BY Luffy getting a good representation, people looking to grab their play sets back maybe and run some BY, at least until Teach becomes more relevant, because BY is still obviously killing it. I mean, yeah. I mean, we know that bait yellow in general is going to go up, especially with anything that's a Nell support in general. You're going to just see continue to rise as we get closer and closer to that being released. Blocker Sanji. We can go back to the Yamato. I just wanted to check this really quick. Even the Capone, that's at $1 for a regular rare. It's pretty high for a regular rare. What's Yamato at? Yamato's at 3. If you don't have your playset, just grab it. Grab it now. The zero cost of every color. When these are at their cheapest, I mean, just grab these guys. Like, because like they start going up. As you can see, you start to climb to $2. It starts to get steep. They're worth having. Shanks just won, so more of these are going to sell. If you don't have them, then grab them. Grab them while you can, because they could be like a $4 or $5 card in a couple of days. You never know. I wouldn't say a $4 or $5 card in a couple of days, but a $4 or $5 in a month or so. Especially in the zero cost, they can go up really quick. As soon as like a new deck takes off, it's like, oh, we need the zero cost for this set, and then they all sell. Okay. We'll check Pillars real quick. That card's so cool. He's at a good 130, but we see cards like Iceberg shooting up as well. Boom, boom, boom. Like, looking at $40, and then the next one is $45. So you're looking at a $45 card, because this one will probably sell here shortly. This is insane how high this shot, but with all the Fishman stuff going up, Arlong is one of the better leaders for that. He's a lot better than Hody. This is a really cool art too. We're looking at $64 is the cheapest one, and are they selling on a daily? Yeah, and they stopped for what? Nothing on the 9th, but yeah, they are still selling. They're still selling at that price, so they're going to sell. Another, I mean, the art is really cool on these. I really like the white and gray looks to these. $58. So I mean, like, yeah, these are all they're all on the rise. The Big Mom stuff. These look like they just got really bought out just now. Well, not just now, but yeah, yeah. It was like a $20 card. It's not no more. Um, anything crazy in here? We got Katakuri back on the rise, but so if you don't get your place at a Kata, grab it. I think the PRB might be slightly cheaper version of it. But yeah, right now we're looking at $15 is the cheapest. Don't get got on this. So you got Oxford Gaming at 15. This is Japanese, and then we're backed up to almost 17. Yeah, $17 pretty much. So if you want them, you might as well grab them at that. They're not going to go down. We once saw that card at a crazy high number, so like I wouldn't hold your breath in hopes that it's going down. Like I said, the zero costs are worth grabbing up. Nothing else on that one. Smoker's crazy. He's at 132. Cool art. Manga heads. Garp shot way up. Way up. $100. You could have had him way cheaper. I don't think anybody's planning on playing Whitebeard anytime soon, but I mean, if you want the manga head, now's the time to buy it while it's at its low. I don't know that it's going lower, so again, it's just you're not going to see any more reprints of these sets, and it's just the manga heads are cool. We got green, blue Sanji. These are all shooting up. Blue's going to get, we got blue, purple Luffy coming, so we'll have support for that as well, and it's going to inadvertently give that support. This just isn't a good leader. Into your turn, draw 2 cards. This isn't very good. Magellan spiking. I know there's some new support for impel down stuff as well. That's why we see like Hannibal going up some as well. Got Kinemon. Kinemon's going up. All these manga heads, man. Like I'm telling you guys, you buy the manga heads when they're cheap. That's why if you see them in 10 and you like those ones, then you should grab them. Because they're already starting off more expensive because they're just more popular characters. Plus, they're like meta relevant already. Magellan's always going to be a good base purple card. Especially if Impel Downs is getting more support. Like, don't sleep on these. This is cheap for what they are. I wouldn't sleep on the Magellans. I'd grab the Magellans while you can. Get your Borsalina playsets while you can. And your Kuzans, just because these are just, in general, good cards. And they're cheaper. Even your new gates. Go to romance. These are still crazy high. We're not really going to see price drops on these. We're just going to see increases, even in like ones that we consider just like not great, like Kazuki Oden. These are just shooting up. There is some, I think, more support for that as well coming, so it does make sense. Very, very, very cool card right here. I would just buy this even if I didn't plan on playing it, just for the art. 35. I think our Zoros are going up a bit. I would pick these up because like that matters in if RP Luffy gets decent. This card can be ran in that. I do have a new deck list that I just put out on it. If you're interested in that, go check it out. I do run 3 of these, mainly for the Teach matchup, but they work against like Teach, Lucci, etc. But this is a good card. Just a really good card. Just base 3/5 rush. Can't go wrong with it. Fire Fist, Red Hawk works in Shanks really well. So that's why you see the rise in that. He could see inadvertent respike since he just won. So we may see it more closer to the $7, which is like the Treasure Cup mark after he won. We could see it do that. Same little spike. Nothing else too crazy on that front. So takeaways from here, the key one I would say is to buy 08. Get your 2 Legends boxes and then pick up those SRs that you see that are cheaper in the sets. Get your play sets of them. But make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Let me know what cards you're going to pick up. Let me know if I missed on any cards. Because, hey, I want to know too because maybe I'll pick them up. Peace out. See you next time.